live stream. So listen, this is going to be fun. It's going to be good. And listen, kickoff's only about. Oh, am I muted? Hello? I'm on mute. Can you hear me, guys? I'm good now. Perfect. Brilliant. Okay. Awesome. Well, listen, thanks for jumping on. It's going to be a good game. Hopefully, I was actually pleasantly surprised with what I saw in the Man City watch along for the opening WSL game of the season. So I thought, why not? Round 2. Let's make this a regular theme. It's difficult for me to do watch alongs for the men purely because I'm always there. So can't do two things at once. But for the ladies, I thought this is something I can actually commit to. Not every single game, but a decent number of games. And then we will also be doing a watch along for the Strasbourg game against Le Havre later on this afternoon. So loads of content. When I say loads, I mean a ridiculous amount of content. So listen, if you are watching, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel as well. Whether you're on X, whether you're on YouTube, all platforms, any form of support is appreciated. And I want to know your prediction going into this game as well. How are you feeling? What are your thoughts going into this match against Aston Villa? And me personally, like I will sit here and I'll say that I am no expert on women's football. I'm no expert on the WSL. I'm a newbie. I'm a newcomer. I've been to games. I've been to a decent amount of games. I've been to like 4 in my life, maybe 3. But that is not enough for me to have a genuine expertise on everything around it. But obviously, I watch a lot of Chelsea. I watch a lot of football. And I'm making it my sort of mission this season to learn more about the WSL and Chelsea women. And then hopefully, we can watch the game grow, because we've heard so much about the growth of women's football, and I know some people are interested in it, some people aren't. That's your decision. I'm not here to influence that. But I thought I'm going to give it a go. Why not? I am going to give it a go. This game is being broadcast on Sky TV. So if you are watching in the UK and you have Sky, that is how you will be able to watch this game. If you're not watching in the UK, I don't actually know how you can watch this game. So in terms of streaming options, etc., I don't really have much to help you with. I would just say try and find something, and if it works, brilliant for you to be able to stream the game. But yeah, last time against Man City, I was very impressed, and one of the key players in that victory was Ellie Carpenter, and this is a name that has been coming up a lot. And I think that if she continues to show anything even remotely close to what we saw against Man City, then I think that we're going to be pleasantly surprised with what Chelsea ladies have coming. And that doesn't even include the new signing. I think it's Alyssa Thompson, who we signed from Angel City. There is so many positives to go through. So we're going to be going through all of that. We're going to see if we can replicate the performance or even improve on it. Because to be fair, even though we beat Man City, it's not like we created tons and tons of chances. We played very well, don't get me wrong, but I would like to see more opportunities in front of goal. I'd like to see us be a little bit more dominant and try and push for a push forward and see if we can get second or third goal, as opposed to sitting back and sitting deep, which is what we did at Stamford Bridge. So let me know what you think about the game. I want to know your predictions, and I'm going to try and find the game now. Right, where is it? There you go. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. I found it. There you go. Nice one. We've got a few games going on. We got London City. I mean, I didn't even know that there was a team called London City, but apparently there is. So yeah, that's a WSL team for those of you who are intrigued. When was that team founded? Does anyone know when that team was founded? I'm going to find out some info while we're on here as well. Right, let's go through the starting 11 as well. Listen, as I mentioned earlier, guys, I literally just finished the podcast and I'm just jumping straight on. So I would have prepared, but finished recording, and then I was like, oh, poo. I have a watch along ready to go. So let's just jump straight into it. If you haven't already smashed those like buttons, please do. We have over 100 of you on all platforms. Right, let's go through. Big up to Daniel, no longer mute, which is good. I'm good now. Good. Perfect. Big up to Woodshedder. Big up to iGame. Enzo Maresca got the team wrong yesterday. Never play for Feyenoord right back again, and should not be benching 2 right backs. I'm with you on that. I would have started Gusto. I was a little bit surprised when I saw that. The game is different, but with our women's team winning so often, they deserve a bit more support, in my opinion. Well said. Daniel says 3-1 Chelsea women. SP says, I'm still angry, man. How did we not get the 3 points? Well, listen, we could obviously talk about the Brentford game while we're on here. I'm happy to do that. I do think that there needs to be an element of patience this season, and you've got to appreciate we haven't had a pre-season, but also at the same time, when I look at what Chelsea are building, I think the short-term issues that we've faced, we've still managed to overcome that over the course of a whole season. And for that reason, I feel optimistic. I feel optimistic about Bayern Munich. I feel optimistic about Manchester United. I probably feel more optimistic about Bayern Munich than I do about Manchester United, to be honest with you. Just because Bayern will actually come out and play football against us. And I think United will sit back and probably park the bus. I went to school with Sam Kerr, so that's when I fully started following. Oh, that's awesome. What was she like? I'm guessing you're from Australia, Harrison. Big up to Neil as well. Good to see you, mate. Yes, I will be doing a Strasbourg watch along. I will. Chelsea women are elite. Ellie Carpenter's crossing needs to be worked on. They're like the women's MK Dons. Okay. Oh, London City Lionesses were Millwall ladies. I didn't know that. Fair enough. Fair play. Right. So who have we got? Right. This is probably the busiest day I've ever had after a match. The amount of things going on, the amount of shows that we're running today. It's looking pretty tasty. It's looking very tasty. And we've got the players lined up now, all walking out. Where is my WSL fixtures? Where are they? This game is taking place at Villa Park, which is good to see. It's nice to see that the stadiums are being utilised. Listen, if you can sell enough tickets, and I'm not sitting there saying the ladies are selling out all the games, but yeah, they're certainly improving year on year. Then give them a chance to play in front of of as many people as possible, because there's only so many people that Kings Meadow can accommodate. Aston Villa, they've got Rubak in goal, Grant, Moritz, Deslandes, Patton, Wilms, Beijings, Kearns, Daly, Salmon, and Kirsty Hansen in there. Now, again, don't really know too much about Aston Villa. We can do a little bit more research into it, but I am learning more about Chelsea, and I was a big fan of Beaver Jones. I was a huge fan. She scored that goal against Man City the other day. I was very impressed with what I saw from Beaver Jones. She looks like a very good up-and-coming striker, and she is starting again today. We've got Ellie Carpenter, Nima Charles, Wiki Captain, Millie Brights, Natalie Bjorn, Beaver Jones, Kira Walsh, who I was very impressed with. Macario is in there as a number 9. Guru Retin, and then we've got Rutin Canard in as well, number 19. So Cuthbert on the bench, Hamano on the bench, Sam Kerr as well, still on the bench, and Alyssa Thompson on the bench as well. So a couple of changes there for Chelsea. But listen, we should still have more than enough firepower in order to get something out of this game. I'm going to quickly look into what Villa have actually done. I know it's the beginning of the season, but I want to see what they have actually done in previous years, so we can have a little bit more of an idea. Right, Sonia Bompasta. Hopefully she's set up in a good way. I'm feeling confident, guys. I'm feeling good. Enjoy our Sunday watching the WSL. What a way to start off your Sunday. The players almost ready to kick off. Millie Bright shaking hands with everyone. Right, the game's kicked off. Right. No shots as it stands. It's good to see Carpenter still in the squad. I'm excited to see what she can do. Villa pressing high. We've ended up going long. We haven't really settled yet, but we've got the ball now. Nice little layoff there. Ah, we've given it away. Villa on the right. 4v3. Stop it going out for a corner. Well done, Bright. Well, it's a good start for them. It is a good start for Aston Villa. Written as a baller. Hey, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do. Lucy Bronze is injured, so Ellie's the only option today. Well, I'm not going to complain. I think Carpenter's very much deservedly playing. I mean, if she wasn't starting, I think it would be quite harsh, to be honest with you. So Villa have got a throw now on Chelsea's left. Ball's gone out for a throw now. Chelsea throw. That's good. That's good. Hold up. Who's that? Is that Beaver Jones? I need to get the numbers up. I'm still not familiar enough. I'm getting better. I am getting better. Yeah. 33%. Sorry, 73% of starts for Chelsea. She's scored. Beaver Jones, apparently. That's impressive. Hannah Hampton will be hoping for a clean sheet as well. Right, Carpenter's been caught out of position. And now there's space on that left-hand side for Villa. Chelsea's right. Through ball comes in, but they're not able to keep it in play. One of the great things about bombing forward, you can obviously create, get stuck in and make things happen. But the flip side is if you give it away, you leave your team in trouble and other people need to pick up the pieces. Back with Carpenter. Okay. Let's hold on to the ball for a little bit, just see what we can do. Sometimes you just need to ease your way into these games, especially away from home. Let's just try and hold on to the ball for a little bit. Baltimore's on the bench as well. I quite like Baltimore in the last game. I suppose when you're blessed with depth, you're able to do that. Was I at the game yesterday? Yeah, I was at the game. Of course I was. I was there. Listen, I think that if I'm being totally honest with you, a lot of people are sort of kicking and moaning about it, and you have every right to. But I'm looking at this game, and to be quite frank, I've seen a lot worse. And I look at that game, and I genuinely believe Chelsea deserved to win it. Now, by Chelsea standards, could we have done better? That's fine. You know, that's a very good argument to make. Lovely bit of link up there. Okay. Come on now, drive. That's it. Ball's in. All right. We look threatening there on that counter. But yeah, just going back to what I was saying, I think that we looked like we were in control in the second half. We had moments where it looked like we just struggled a little bit, slight lapse of concentration. Obviously, the second goal from Garnacho, that wasn't great. But yeah, I don't want to overthink a draw against Brentford as if it's one of the worst results we'll ever see. But, you know, some people are saying that if we would have beaten Brentford, it would have made us seem like genuine competitors to Liverpool. My thesis is I would rather see Chelsea get better as the season goes on than get worse. And I always felt last season we started off well and then we really dipped. And we had a slight rise at the end. There's no doubt about that. It's not like we we finished poorly. We beat Forest. You know, we had some good results. But I would have no issue with Chelsea teething a little bit in the first couple of months, if that means that we can learn from those mistakes and maybe even make some positive signings in January, which is very difficult to do. It could even be a loan, and sort of rectify any issues that we have. You know, we didn't have a pre-season, and it's difficult, right? Here we go. Beaver Jones on the right. Someone's making a run in the middle. It's offside. Good effort, though. Good run. I like the intention. Reska should have started, then rest players with subs. Well, I was confused as to why Fofana was playing. I was confused about that. But you can't have it all, guys. You can't have it all. Me personally, I would have started Gusto. Lovely pass into Carpenter, sort of inverted into the midfield there. That's it. Lovely bit of link up there as well. 1-2 with Cannard. Lovely bit of link up from Cannard there. Here we go. Back again. Chelsea corner. First corner of the match. What? She's blown it against us. She's given a free kick. What was that for? That doesn't make any sense. Well, listen, I wouldn't go as far as say Gitten's awful, but he certainly doesn't look ready, does he? He doesn't look like a Premier League player that I would want to start for Chelsea. I mean, I'm with you on that. Carpenter's not had a great start. She's been caught out of position multiple times. Now Villa have a counter-attack, which, in fairness, they're doing a very good job of. Slightly heavy on one of the pass. Grant's got it for Villa. Cutting it back. Ball's about to come in the box. Oh, just over Hannah Hampton. She didn't quite have to make contact, but a little bit of a worry. And I will say, off of first glance, Aston Villa look like they can threaten in the first 10 minutes. So if anything, I would say that we need to be a little bit more cautious giving the ball away in silly areas and just making sure players are in position. Ellie Carpenter, she has been caught out twice now. And we've given it away from a goal kick as well. Not a particularly great bit of distribution there. Pressing forward. That's it. Keep pressing. Keep pressing. Villa are a counter-attack inside. It looks like it. Oh! Oh, man. That was our chance. Ball come on the left-hand side. Cut back well. Oh, that's an easy finish. Come on, ladies. Oh, my God. Who was that? That was Retin and Macario. I'm delayed by 20 seconds. Well, the best way you can is if you just pause the live stream for 20 seconds and then start again. Then I won't be delayed. So that's what I can do, because I can't obviously go ahead of you. He is only 20, Harrison. Like, this is the thing. Gittens is a player that needs confidence. You know, we were talking about this on the podcast. He's a confidence player. He's a player that needs to feel like he's supported. And I think he felt that at Dortmund towards the beginning of the season. If you look at his stats in the first few games at Dortmund, he was exceptional. Scoring against Bayern, scoring against all these different teams. But I just don't think at Chelsea you have that confidence. And also you feel it in the stadium when fans aren't happy with what you're doing. You can feel it. Whereas in Germany, fans just sort of chant anyway. Fair play to them. But it's just different in England. You've got a slightly more results orientated audience. If you're not performing, then you will get groans. You will get people saying, what are you doing? And that's just something that you have to deal with. Charles is on the ground as well. She's crying, if I'm not wrong. So I think she's going to be coming off. I remember she had a bit of a tough game against City with the own goal. That was the only goal of the match that City scored. No, they scored more than one goal, didn't they? They scored 2 goals. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I know she scored an own goal in that game. Let me double check. That was the only goal of the game, wasn't it? Yeah. So Baltimore looks like she's warming up. So maybe we'll have a little bit of an adjustment there. If Charles comes off, what are we doing then? Because Charles plays in the... Well, she played in the middle the other day. Is she playing on the left now? My only worry is the lads' legs holding out for the season. We've got a lot of games with not much rest, and most of our stars play international too. Good thing they're all young lads. Yeah, listen, there will come a point where it's really serious in terms of the recovery that the players have. But my stance is, what you need to do is really simple. You need to start your strongest 11 against Bayern. You need to start your strongest 11 against United. And then you rotate heavily against Lincoln, and you have players on the bench that can make an impact if they need to. And then you will come to a period where you're playing Wednesday, Saturday, or Tuesday, Saturday, whatever it is. And that sort of happens every week when you include Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Champions League games. You'll have 2 extra games. Okay, so Charles is Nima Charles is okay by the looks of it. Yeah, we've got 10 people on the pitch now, so let's defend well. Structure looks good. Here we go. Charles is running back on now. Villa in the box, but not able to get a shot off. I agree that context is everything with these games, but you also have to look at it from both sides. I think black and white is correct, but I also think that context is important. But you need to come to a conclusion at some point, and you either think that a player did well or didn't do well or was okay, right? And I would say that Gittins was pretty poor. And is that because of a lack of support? Is that, something that isn't his fault? Maybe. But what we saw from Gittins was not impressive. Yeah, Villa are building up quite nicely, to be fair. They're linking up well. And they're pinning us back at the moment. We need to take control of this. So in their first game of the season, Villa drew 0-0 against Brighton. I mean, listen, they're not breaking us down, but they look threatening. One chance is all it takes. And I'm seeing some good, intricate football here. And Chelsea just happy to operate without the ball. Happy to sit back, happy to sort of absorb that pressure with the view, presumably, to try and capitalize on a mistake. Oh, they've got past us again in the midfield. Look at that. Look at that. It's 5v3. And she's picked the wrong pass. Lots of space on that left-hand side for Villa. But they didn't see the pass. They went down the middle. That was Grant as well. I mean, good signs for Villa. But we need to see some attempts before we can really put anything into question. We've got the ball back in our half, passing out. That's it. Going round, back again. 1-2. Millie Bright giving the ball away in a stupid position. What are you doing? What are you doing? Reset. Someone needs to get out to these guys on the edge of the box as well. We're just letting them pass out. Look at that. Look at the space for the number 8 of Villa. Look at the space. Everybody's so deep. Beaver Jones is getting back now. Come on, let's see some pressing. Here we go. Get to them. They're bullying us. All right, we've got the ball now. But, yeah, not particularly impressed with what I'm seeing. Very sloppy. I mean, if it wasn't for the poor decision-making of Aston Villa, then I think Chelsea would probably be 1-0 down at this point. You see Grant, very nifty with her feet, but she keeps picking the wrong ball. I know that was Salmon. We need to just control this. I mean, you know who I'm looking at the moment, and I remember in the last game, especially in that midfield, I was really happy with Kira Walsh. I need to see us finding some passes. I need to see us controlling the middle of the park. Right, Beaver Jones, good hold up. Ball's in. Release. Oh my God. Out wide, spread it. Carpenter's there. There you go. Lovely control. Macario is making a run. She's on the right-hand side. Nutmeg. And she comes in. That's it on the outside. Carpenter's there. Cross. Ah! There you go. Beaver Jones. 1-0 Chelsea. And I will tell you this. We did not deserve that at all. That was not a deserved goal. I would be lying to you. For fuck's sake. I would be lying to you if I said that we deserve to be 1-0 up. But you've got to create chances as well. You've got to create chances, and you've got to actually have a pop at goal and test the keeper. And to be fair, their keeper got dragged out of position. She was trying to claim a ball that was flicked on from a player. We had Carpenter whip that ball in. It actually came off a Villa player, and then Beaver Jones, just an easy tap in. I mean, easier than the goal she scored against Man City. City was, another finish where you're in the right position at the right time, but you still have to capitalize on the chance. This one, I don't care what position you're in, what player you are, anyone could score that. But she's in the right place. So well done, Beaver Jones. Another clinical striker's finish. And this is one of those games now, isn't it, where you've seen Chelsea on the ropes. You've seen Villa play what I would say has been more attractive football than Chelsea. It's been nice to watch, but it's not been effective because they are 1-0 down. And we're at Villa Park saying, all right, then, cool, we'll just score. So, yeah, I just need to see us take control now, guys. Keep hold of the ball, create some chances. Let's see it. Up the Beaver. The equaliser for Brentford could have been offside. I saw that as well. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the guy was in contention for one of the flick-ons, but I think it's not clear and obvious. So I don't know if it's offside. You got to think if we're debating it, then it's probably not obvious. And I'm not like 100% sure about it. You go, Walsh is calling for it. Macario is dropping deep. Very deep. She's almost she's like a deep midfielder. I suppose Beaver Jones is just on her own. Even though Macario's got the number 9, she's not playing like a 9. Villa are still pressing high, though. I mean, this makes you feel good about a counter-attack, but doesn't make you feel good when we give the ball away like we just have. And Carpenter's out of position. Oh, good defending. Bjorn defending that well. Here we go. Macario's got it. Carpenter's got it. We're very risky with our passes. Yeah, all I would say is if this was the men's game, I do think that we would have conceded by now. But obviously in the ladies' game, I think maybe they need a few more opportunities before they can capitalise. But that works for me. Saying that, Chelsea only needed one chance. So that point just stands for Villa. Actually, I mentioned Villa as well. I mean, the men's team haven't even scored a goal this campaign. They haven't scored a single goal. I mean, how terrible is that as a match-going fan? If you imagine watching Villa and seeing 0 goals, that is depressing. There you go. Lovely layoff. That's it. Macario's in the middle. Lots of space. Lots of space for Charles. Ball's recovered. Keeping it going forward. Okay, she goes back. That's fine. Fair enough. Recycle. But it's nice to see that we've now got the ball in a position where we're not being pinned down. More space for the defenders to operate in. Pick those passes. Find those areas. Makari is so deep. So she can operate as a sort of attacking midfielder as well. Then she's not really a 9 today. Bjorn has defended very well. She had one or two moments. She had one moment against City where I thought, oh, that's a little bit shaky. But no, she's been good today. Don't give it away. Lovely forward pass there to Canard on that right-hand side. But it just feels like we're not able to progress that ball as much as I want. It's very slow, and we've given it away again. Then number 9 having a shot. It's blocked again. Canard needs to run. She needs to open it up. But there's no options. A little bit of space now. Diagonal pass up. There's not really an awful lot that Captain can do with that. I mean, the way this game is going, you can see a 1-0 win. The way this game is going. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if Chelsea get another one and then it just starts to slip away from Villa, because it must be demoralizing when you have so much of the ball in the game, and Villa have had a decent amount of possession. I'm not sitting here saying they've had all the ball, but the ball has been in dangerous areas where they could have done something with it. And I don't even think Hannah Hampton's been tested. She hasn't been tested. We had half a chance in the first 10 minutes where they crossed the ball in. And, yeah, we thought, oh, maybe that could hit the post. That didn't even, that wasn't on target. But, yeah, Chelsea, a little bit of luck in terms of poor communication from Villa in terms of their keeper and the defender that flicked it on. But Viva Jones, again, that's what you want, guys. That's what you want. There's nothing better than having a striker that when she has a chance, she can just take it. She can capitalize. And I do feel like that about Viva Jones based on what I've seen. She seems like a very reliable source of goals. Come on. You've got to get it into the midfield, and you've got to get them playing. Here we go. Oh. Our depth is deep. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I've obviously heard a number of things about the ladies. Yeah, different players are slotting in, and I mean, to be fair, I like Makari looks okay. I'd like to see Kira Walsh get into the game a little bit more. Canaried as well. Like, I'd like to see her get a little bit more involved, but she is trying. But it's difficult to operate sometimes when you don't have that support. And Carpenter's not really bombing up and down like she was against City. She seems to be struggling slightly more. Not to say she's been poor, but certainly not as good as she was the other week. But I've been happy with what I've seen from Bourne. I think Millie Bright, I mean, they've made some good blocks. On the ball, though, in terms of distribution, we've given away far too many chances. It's been a sloppy display in our own half on the ball. Very sloppy. And my solution to that is get the ball in their half. And then if you give it away, you can press and you can win possession back quickly. But if you're constantly in your own half, makes it very difficult to win the ball back quickly. Bright's got it again. Villa still pressing high. They're not giving us much time on the ball. And it is doing it's quite effective. But they need to up their game, and that final pass, that final decision at the end, that's where they've been let down. It is a different formation to the City game. You're right. Oh, you've just done a spoiler, haven't you, Neil? Oh, for fuck's sake. Hey, no spoilers, Neil. Come on, man. Ah, fuck. Oh, it was a good bit of distribution from the midfield for Villa. So much space on that right-hand side. Charles didn't get close. What the hell was Millie Bright doing? She wasn't anywhere near that either. But I mean, it was a quick counter. Very quick. Nobody's there. It's a good goal. You got to give some credit there. It was a good goal. Your first yellow card for the season. Just pause the stream. That's the best thing you can do, Neil. Pause the stream. Pause the stream so that I'm in line with you. Right now, I am 35 and 5 seconds. Man. To be fair, I would say Villa deserved the goal. I would say they deserve it. Here we go. Pressing up high, Beaver Jones. She certainly looked like the main threat in terms of a goal-scoring perspective, but I'd like to see a little bit more from our wingers, trying to cut inside, whipping in a few more balls, some link-up play up there. Macario's found spaces, but I want to see her have a crack on goal as well. Oh, we've given it away again. What are we doing? 3v2. Come on, let's go. Charles, come on. 1-on-1. Ah! Oh. Bjorn got away with that. I thought we could have given away a penalty at one point. Good challenge. It's a good challenge. Very good challenge. Ooh. No pen for that. Coming back to yesterday's game, what did I make of the Sanchez performance? I thought Sanchez was quality, mate. in terms of his goal scoring, shot stopping. But distribution-wise, I can appreciate everyone's frustration. I think that we have to accept that we have a goalkeeper who's not great at distributing. You know, I am more focused on what Sanchez can do from a goalkeeper's perspective, stopping other teams from scoring rather than distribution. Look, as long as the distribution doesn't make me scared when he's passing the ball out from the back because he's going to give it away to an opponent, and then they score from it. Yeah, that's obviously one side. But another side is when you've got a goalkeeper who's not great at distributing, but he's not risking anything, right? And I think Sanchez has been a little bit better at that this season. You know, he hasn't taken the risks as much as what we've seen in previous matches. So if that means he's going to go long and we don't win that 50-50, then I'd rather that than him try and pass out. And, you know, basically everyone's about to have a heart attack because we don't know what's going to happen. Here we go. Villa have the ball in their own half. Keeper's got it. We're pressing, but then they just go long as well. So if you win that battle when the keeper gives the ball away, then you're fine. And we have. But then we've given it away again. I mean, what are we doing? Kira Walsh. She hasn't had her best game. I don't feel like we've ever been in control of that midfield. I don't feel like we've been in control in the middle. Yeah, Sanchez saved us last night a couple of times, made some great saves. Anyone who's going on, after that game going, oh, Sanchez is the problem. Whatever, man. Whatever. There's bigger problems in life than Robert Sanchez, I can assure you. Carpenter's got it, but she's got no space to operate and she's giving it away. What are you doing, Carpenter? Oh, man. Carpenter's not been great. She has not been great, I'll be honest. She was involved in our goal, but Jesus, man, on that right-hand side in that classic right-back position, you are just not cutting it right now. She's being run in behind. She's giving the ball away. And she's not been punished. This is nowhere near the level of that City performance. Nowhere near. Big up to you, Stephen. Did we overhype Chelsea because of the Club World Cup win? No, I don't think we overhyped Chelsea. Listen, we deserved all of the hype. Oh, look at the pace. Oh, my God. What a save. Well done, Hampton. Oh, my goodness. It's a good effort from Villa. So fast breaking through. Really quick. I mean, Villa really should be winning this game. They should have scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. Carpenter gave it away, and then they drove through and forced a good save from Hannah Hampton. If I'm the Villa manager at halftime, I'm going, oh, look, they've done it again. What are we doing on that right-hand side? We don't have a replacement for Carpenter then. Is that what you're telling me? We don't have a right back on the bench? I mean, I would probably bring on I'm trying to think. I'd bring on Cuthbert. I'd like to see Cuthbert on the pitch. Now, I appreciate that Macario is... It's not her job to defend everything, but I just feel like we need a little bit more. We need more just in the middle, and I don't necessarily think we're getting that with Macario. I'd also like to see Hermano come on, because I thought she was fantastic against City. She obviously scored as well. The midfield. I've not been impressed with the midfield. Kira Walsh, for me, needs to do a lot better. Carpenter needs to do a lot better. Macario, I'd like to see more. I don't think I've seen enough from Canet and Ritten. I don't think I've seen enough from those two. I just want to see us be more dominant in the middle of the park. Look, another counter attack for Villa. What are we doing? They're in behind. Oh, saved. We are just... I don't know what's going on. Hannah Hampton, if it wasn't for her goalkeeping as it stands, we would have conceded 2 goals for that. We should have conceded 4. Man, what are we doing? My God. What is this passing out from the back? Rubbish. Horrendous. You've got a good target man up there as well with Beaver Jones. So if you put someone close to her, then you can find a different solution, because passing out is just not really doing it at the moment. I mean, we're lucky to be going in at 1-1. We're lucky to be going in at 1-1. What's the score? Oh, yeah, I should probably do that again, shouldn't I, Steve? Thanks for reminding me. Let's do it like that. Yeah. There you go. That is the score. I need to remember to do that more often. Sorry. Yeah, not an impressive first half. Not impressed. In a lot of ways, though, I can see we just lack creativity. We're not creating. And our creative outlet against Man City was our right back, Ellie Carpenter. She was also a huge part of the goal that we scored. So you've got to give her credit for that. But if you're looking at the defensive side of her game, her positional, her positioning, her passing in her own half, it's not been impressive. I haven't seen enough from our midfield. I mean, for fuck's sake, we've just given it away again. What are we doing? Carpenter trying to release a long ball in. At this point, though, when we're doing these kind of passes and just chipping it up, that there isn't really much more that you can ask for than try and win your battles, win your duels, and we're not winning them. We're not winning the duels. Look, the Villa just took a throw in, and there's nobody there to try and win the ball back straight away. She's just driving forward 5-10 meters. You have to challenge. You have to put a foot in. Do a tactical foul. Let a player know that you're there. I mean, again, we've just... Who was that? That was number 19. Cannon guard. Canaried. She needs to do better. She needs to do better as well. Right. Come on, give us a support. Go long, ladies. Go long. That's it. Hold it up. Hold it up, Beaver Jones. Hold it up. Can't do much when you've got 3 players around you. She needs support. I'd like to see Baltimore coming on, to be honest with you. I'd like to see Baltimore. I thought she looked good against City as well. Although I say that, I don't think Charles has been terrible. Don't you dare tell me that Carpenter's caught out of position again. No, she's fine. Right, half-time. Villa with a much more positive outlook on this first half than us. Much more positive. Yeah, we should be losing this game. There is no way that Chelsea deserve to be getting a point out of this as it stands. So we can consider ourselves lucky. Afternoon, Philip. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, I mean, it's been such a lackluster game. In terms of stats, this is what I can show you on stats. It's not everything, but it's something. Possession, pretty equal. If you're looking at shots, maybe I need to refresh that. Do I need to refresh that? No, that's it. If you're looking at shots, 3 shots on target for them, 1 for us. It says they've got 5 blocks and we have 0. That's not true. We've made more blocks. I mean, this is just nonsense, and this isn't good stuff. We've made some blocks, but they've created 2 big chances, which I will agree with. Look, it's been really, really poor. I'm with J3 on this one. It's the midfield has been non-existent. It's not been existent at all. I'd like to see Cuthbert coming on. Just need a bit of character in there. You know, I don't need to see players like Macario. I don't need to see Macario dropping that deep to receive the ball. If that's what her role is going to be in this game, then she shouldn't be there. So yeah, I don't want to see Macario in there. I'd probably I'd do something there. I've not been impressed with Ellie Carpenter. I've not been impressed with Millie Bright. I mean, I haven't really been impressed. I mean, Bjorn has been all right at times. He obviously made a good challenge. We've seen some good blocks. It's just, yeah. Guru Retin as well. Like, I think I want to see more. I want to see more from a lot of these players. And look at the difference between what we have on the field now and what we had on the field against City. I was coming in after the game at half time and I was going, don't really have a bad thing to say about anyone. Pretty happy all round. Can I say the same thing now? No, I can't, and I won't. So yeah, Chelsea need to do more. We need to level up. We need more energy in there. We need more quality. I'd like to see us operate better in tight areas. That's really where Aston Villa have outclassed us in the middle of the park. Anything that is remotely 50-50, we are losing that battle. And I don't know why that is. I don't know. I'm honestly quite shocked. I didn't expect it to be an easy win, but come on, guys. You know, this is it's not a disaster performance. It wasn't a disaster, but it was very underwhelming. And we would be a lot more upset if we were 2-1 down, 3-1 down, even 4-1 down at half time. And by the way, you could justify us being 3-1 down. You could easily justify it. Hannah Hampton made a great save off of a counter on that left-hand side. And yeah, I just think that Chelsea have lacked just whenever they have a counter, we don't seem to nip it in the bud. You know, when you're a top team playing against any side that likes to counter or break at pace, you want to foul early. Don't let them break. And it seems like they get past one of our defenders and they just have so much time to operate. Not because obviously they have quality. I don't deny that. I mean, they've made some good passes. Again, in terms of how attractive the player's been, I don't think you can compare Chelsea to Villa and the passage of play that they've had. They have been really, really nice to watch. But we have to show a little bit more. We have to be there. When a player receives the ball, who's marking them? Who's covering that area? I don't care if it's zonal or man marking. I mean, it seems to me like it's just a little bit all over the place at the moment. And we are one step behind Harrison. Absolutely. We're one step behind. And yeah, you're right. Beaver Jones was totally isolated. She didn't have anyone up there to support her. When you've got a target man like that, and I thought Macario might try and support her, but Macario was so deep. She was literally like a deep lying midfielder at times because she wasn't getting the ball when she was further up. Big up to Donna. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you in the chat. So yeah, guys, I mean, what are we... Look, I'm going to give you 2 substitutions that you are able to make in this second half. What are you doing? What substitutions are you making? Because me personally, I would bring Erin Cuthbert on. I'd probably take off... I mean, I haven't seen anything from Captain either in the midfield. I'd probably take off... Would I take off Captain? To be fair, I might take Macario off. I don't think she's been great. Like, I could take off a number of players. I could take off a few. Neil would take off... you'd put on Cuthbert and... you'd bring on Baltimore as well. I'd bring on Baltimore for Charles. I'm with you there. I thought Baltimore looked good against City. It's harsh for her to be dropped. But then again, like, I'm relatively inexperienced in this WSL scene, so I'm not going to come out and pretend that I know exactly what's best for this team. I need to get to know what we're looking at. But I mean, if this is what we're looking at, then we're going to struggle. We're going to struggle this season because we just don't create enough. And we're not a high pressing team. We're not a team that likes to get at the opponents. We sit back, we wait for an opportunity, and we see if we can capitalize on it. Fine, no problem, no issue there. But you're then inviting the pressure from the other side. It's like, well, they are going to have a shot at some point or create a big chance. And then all they need to do is capitalize that. And you've got to pull yourself back up because we went 1-0 up in that first half. And everyone can agree we didn't deserve it. But you go, okay, well, we're Chelsea. We've got better players. You know, we're a very good side. This is how it's supposed to be. You see it all the time when when top teams come out and they get a result even though they don't deserve it. But it's not even been about holding on to a lead. It's been about preserving some sort of pride. I do not see Chelsea winning this game if we continue to operate in this fashion. And if Aston Villa continue to play the way they are as well, because Aston Villa have been really nice to watch. On the ball, really good, really effective, direct, and they're not scared. They're playing with a freedom. They're playing with a with courage. It doesn't look like we're operating that way whatsoever. So yeah, Baltimore for Charles. I'm with you on that one, Albert. I would also bring on Cuthbert, but who are you taking off for Cuthbert, Neil? Sandy for Guru. I thought Baltimore was a left back. Am I wrong in saying that? She played as a left back against City. Guru's played on the. Okay. So you play her as like a left winger. Interesting. Stephen's not worried about the league, but are we going to finally win the Women's UEFA Champions League? Listen, man, I hope we can do it. I hope we can do it. I will try my best to try and do a couple of watch-alongs for the Champions League. But if I'm totally honest, I think I'm going to struggle because, as you all know, if you've been watching the channel regularly, I don't generally do midweek watch-alongs. I work quite late, so it's going to be difficult to do that. Interesting point by Lee. Take Carpenter off for Baltimore and swap Charles to right back. That's an interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting take. I mean, you'd certainly have more defensive stability with Charles. I hope she wouldn't give the ball away as much as Carpenter. Bear in mind, this first half she hasn't, so that's certainly something we could do. 5 to 6 big players injured. I mean, that doesn't help, but I still see, Chelsea is a team that should be beating Aston Villa away from home, if I'm honest with you. So Baltimore is a winger, but she plays well as a left back, and sometimes she plays as a wing back. I'm with you. Okay, so is it fair to say in the women's game you see more versatility than in the men's game? As in, like, because in the men's game you've got players that obviously they can move over, but generally when they're in a position they sort of stick to it. Is it fair to say it's similar in the women's game? Baltimore's just the exception. Okay. So it's not like that for everyone. I mean, I would be very surprised if Bompasta didn't make a change. It's quite a worrying first half. Let's not kid ourselves and act like because the Brentford game yesterday is an example of maybe not playing your best football, but still doing enough to win the game. Palmer had a great chance that he should have scored from a cutback. I think that was Neto, and he had another cutback from Garnacho at the end of the game. Yeah, we should have won that game against Brentford. We deserved, in my opinion, more than what we got out of that result. Defensively, yes, you would definitely say we need to do a lot better. But on the ball, created enough chances. Okay, it wasn't sexy, but we created enough chances. I don't look at this game like that whatsoever. Although obviously we were losing yesterday, and a lot of people would have been happy with a point. I actually predicted a point the other day on here. And then some of you in the chat persuaded me to think otherwise. I said 1-1 against Brentford. We always draw there. I would be very shocked if we didn't see a number of changes in this second half. I'd like to see at least a double sub, really, but even one change would be nice. Missing Bronze, James Ramirez quite a bit. Yeah, that's true. Villa are known to burn themselves out. Well, let's burn. Let's burn. As far as I'm concerned, let's hope they burn out quickly. Kate Miller, Alex's girlfriend, 2018, my guess. Kate Miller. Where did we meet, Kate? I did not have a girlfriend in 2018, I'm afraid, Lomi. So my one true love, Chelsea, at that time. Bright and Daly have a podcast together. Do they? We met at a stadium for the first time. What stadium was that? 2017. That's a long time ago. Oh my God, that's ages ago. How am I supposed to remember that? How did we meet? Spurs at home. 2017. That would have been Conte, right? We lost 3-1. Give us more info. It's encounter. I mean, well, listen, fair play for remembering me. I have to say that was almost 10 years ago, Kate. Difficult for me to refresh. I mean, I struggle to remember what I had for breakfast, let alone who I met in 2017. No disrespect. Anyway, the second half has started now. So have we made any changes? Oh, God. Now I work for Spurs. I'm the new chief communications officer, replacing Donna Carlin in the boardroom. Now I know you're taking the mickey. Now I know you are. Oh, my God. Oh, God. That's quite funny. I'll give you that. I'm just trying to think if this is Donna using another account. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Is Donna just change the account up? Oh, Charles has come off for Chelsea. And Baltimore has come on. Captain's come off as well for Cuthbert. Good. All right. So to be fair, these are a lot of changes that we. I mean, I'm surprised Charles has come off, but that's fine. Rayten's come off for Thompson. Thompson's coming on. Nice. She left winger now. Yes, she is a left winger. Thompson. I'd be very intrigued to see what Thompson can do. She looks very energetic at first glance. I don't associate with job bandits like Kate. She stole my job from me. That's funny. Triple sub as well. Yeah, big changes. I'm not surprised, though. You've got to make some changes. Alex, do you remember Arsenal winning the league in 1991? I wasn't alive in 1991, my friend. So I wasn't alive then. I said this to Jacob yesterday. I was like, oh, do you think that because he said that Caicedo is going to be one of Chelsea's greatest players? And I went, fair enough. Like, I think that's a fair point if Caicedo stays in for a long time. I was like, do you think he's better than Makaleli? And he was like, that's before my time. I went, okay, what about John Obi Mikel? He went, that's before my time. I went, okay. So I guess Kante's the only reference that Jacob can use because he's just a little bit young. Fair play to the man. Here we go. Baltimore on the left. Whip. Oh! Now this looks better. Shot from outside. Who was that? Was that Bjorn? All right. Already looking better. Already looking more threatening with those changes. And I'm sure Villa were probably expecting it as well, right? When you've got a certain armory at your disposal, you've got to use it, right? Nice run on the outside. Millie Bright stays there, though. Well done. Good tackle. Cat fight incoming. Don't admit it. You were like, oh my God. Nah. This is actually two different people. I thought this was all a ploy from Donna. Kate, welcome to the game. But I'll be honest, Kate, it's hard for you to win this battle with Donna because I feel like Donna is actually a member of the channel. So it's going to be hard to compete with that. Are you still a member of the channel, Donna? Let me ask you that. Are you? Or did you cancel it? Smash that like button as well, guys, if you haven't already. Help support the channel. Appreciate any form of support. Yeah, Thompson giving away a free kick in a pretty dangerous position from a Villa perspective. Only one player on the wall, Canaried. Come on, guys. We've been good this first 5 minutes. Decent ball. Oh, great catch by Hampton. Well done. I think there might have been a bit of a collision there as well, though, because you got a Villa player down. Is she holding her head? I don't know. Understandable that someone could get hurt in that one. Oh, so you haven't been a member because Kate stole your job. Love is patient, love is kind. If you have to buy Alex's love with memberships, it says it all. Hang on, Kate. Who said I was in love with you? Who the fuck said that? You can't speak for me. Jesus. Sorry, let me go back to your comment. Where's your comment on Isak? I don't see it. No Isak in the squad, Alex. Not even on the bench. I don't know. I'm not sure, mate. To be honest with you, I'm really not sure. My guess is just needs to be integrated into the squad, and maybe they're just leaving it for a week. I mean, Liverpool have a history of doing that with a number of players. They don't start them straight away. Klopp was great at it, right? Just easing players into the squad, not necessarily putting loads of pressure on them straight away. And also, like from Ekatike's standpoint as well, like you want him to still feel valued. So I think that Liverpool shouldn't be in a rush to bring Isak into the fold. But yeah, lack of fitness is probably a reason for that. I'm with Lee on that. How could you forget that night at the bridge after that loss? What did we do, Kate? Let's see what you come out with this. Let's see what you come out with. Oh, Villa are through. What are you doing? Oh my God. I don't know why they didn't have a shot there. We managed to recover that well. You brought me to have some hot dogs together. Oh God. There you go. Thompson releasing. Ball's in. It was a rainy night and we had a coffee afterwards. No, I honestly think that there's nothing wrong with Isak being benched, guys. I think we're just overthinking it. He needs to be integrated and he's probably not fully match fit. Yeah. Alex caught in 4K. Not really. Donna, if what Kate is saying is true, listen, I'll reveal it in a second, but it's not a good look for her if it is true. Oh! Yes! What a goal! Who was that? Oh, Kira Walsh. Well done. Great effort, Kira Walsh. On her left foot as well. Set piece got. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Listen, it's been a much more positive start in this second half. We've looked genuinely threatening, and the keeper's. To be fair, the keeper's palm that. I mean, it's rubbish, and it came off a Villa player as well. That was actually going wide, but it came off a Villa player and went in. But you've got to give credit to Walsh as well. Poor goalkeeping from the Villa keeper. I mean, that's not how you palm a shot. I mean, really, she should try and claim that. She's ended up putting her own, defense under lots of pressure. But Villa trying to come over and break here. We got, is it Grant on that right-hand side with Salmon? Ball's coming in. Nobody's there. And it's gone out for a Chelsea throw. Listen, we're in a comfy position now, people. 2-1 up. Are we going to revisit this drama with Kate and Donna? Listen, Kate, let's just say this. If it's true that I took you out for a hot dog and a coffee in 2017, I presume you were an adult at that point, but I wasn't. So you're a very naughty person if that was the case. That's all I'm going to say. I was not 18 years old in 2017. So shame on you for taking advantage of a young man, if that was the case. Yeah, Villa trying to bounce back immediately. It's a pretty positive reaction to the goal. But if they don't get an equaliser within the next sort of 5-10 minutes, then you'd expect Chelsea to press on and push for a third, especially with the addition of Cuthbert and Baltimore, Thompson as well. I'd expect her to want to get involved. I'd like to see Beaver Jones potentially get another one as well. I think she'll have another chance. Get any pictures? Hope you know how to use Photoshop. Yeah, I'd love to see Sam Kerr come on as well. That would be brilliant. Here we go. Driving it up. Come on, lovely through ball. Thompson's there. Beaver Jones making the run. Come on now. There's space. There's space. Goes on the outside. Cross. Keeper's claimed it. Good effort, though. Macario standing off with the keeper as she rolls it through. Villa probably hoping for a counter, but there's no real options. So they're just playing in their own half as it stands. And Chelsea are pressing pretty well. And Villa have given it away. It's a Chelsea throw now for Carpenter to take. I've been really impressed with Beaver Jones, even though she hasn't had an awful lot to do in this match because she's been so isolated. I've enjoyed when she has been involved. I like watching her hold it up. I think that her link up is good. She's a nice striker to have in the team. So I'm really, really happy with what I'm seeing from her. I just think if you get that little bit more support next to her, then she can do so much more. But ultimately, she's a player who's going to get in the right position and try and score goals. And if you are, then who cares what else she does? So yeah, positive reviews from me. Villa don't seem to be pressing as intently in this second half. So whoever commented earlier saying Villa tend to get burnt out. Villa tend to get burnt out. You are correct based on what we're seeing now, but still plenty of time to see what can happen there. Yeah, their link up is just not what it was in the first half. Unlimited Dreamer, big up to you, my friend. I hope you're doing very, very well. Hi, just asking, have you seen the Brentford second goal was offside? We were cheated a win. I mean, I was asked about this earlier. I will say this, which is, I've seen a screenshot of it. I've seen a screenshot. Now, this particular player, I don't know if it's clear and obvious because he was one of the players that was in that sort of crowd that got the flick on. So did he directly impact the goal and should it be offside for that reason? I'm not 100% sure. I probably need to watch it again, to be honest with you. But, I mean, if we're going specifically on facts here, and if it's factually offside, obviously you can't deny it. But the fact that people are debating it makes me wonder if it is clear and obvious. And then, yeah, go on, put the... yeah, you can put the image in if you want. Go for it, mate. Go for it. I mean, I saw one image. That's all I've seen. Macario trying to spread the ball. That's a little bit too heavy. Carpenter driving on the right. Just a bit too heavy as well. I mean, the thing is with offside, guys, it's got to be common sense. That's my thing with any refereeing decision. It's got to be a common sense decision. As long as it's common sense, I'm not really bothered. Okay, you're going to win some decisions, you're going to lose some decisions. But if the art of common sense prevails, then life is just better. It's more enjoyable. I think, based on what I've seen, I would say that it probably was a goal. But I haven't read too much into this offside. I've only heard about it recently, so I need to see a little bit more. Well recycled again, stopping a Villa counter. That's one thing about having Carpenter, especially when you're defending counterattacks. Even if she's not necessarily in the best position, she can cover a lot of ground quickly, and yeah, that's a positive thing to have in your team. Baltimore, what are you doing? What was that? Why are you on the right-hand side? Thought you were on the left. Let's see the replay on that. Baltimore, she had enough time. It was a poor touch. Yeah, you got to do better there. That's poor from Baltimore. I don't know what she was doing in that sort of right-hand side. I don't know what she was doing there. That's a deserved yellow card. There are images. Oh, you bastard. No, the score's up. Don't worry. The score is up, Stephen. Oh, man. It's not the... I've got to update it. Update. This is so poor. Tell me you barely do watch-alongs without telling me you barely do watch-alongs. I'll get in the habit of it. Villa free kick. Just wide. Villa defended that quite well. Little long ball there. Thought Chelsea might have a run. God, they are having a good crack, Villa, aren't they? Fair play to them. If you want to watch 5 Things We Learned as well, that show has just come out. So after watching the watch along, 5 Things We Learned is already up. So feel free to check that out as well. We'll also have the podcast out in a couple of hours as well. Villa on the outside. Why is nobody putting pressure on them? Very intricate, but they're trying to do too much. And they've given away a foul in our half. 65 minutes gone, 2-1 Chelsea. So far, so good. Right, let's see if I can get this link over, Unlimited Dreamer. Let's see if I can do it. Let's get this link done. Oh, you're doing it on the Twitter stream? I don't see any images. I don't see anything. I honestly can't see anything. Check pies. Okay, why not? Why not? I've still got the game on, guys, so don't worry. First offside error by VAR in the 25-26 Premier League season. Otawara, who was standing in an offside position at the moment of the touch by Aya, attempted to play the ball, having an impact on Reece James. This is an offside offence under Law 11. Oh, yeah. So if you look at the picture on the left-hand side, as soon as he touches the ball, Otawara's foot is offside. Yeah, you can see that. That's true. And then he goes on after. And then obviously Brentford score. Clearly attempting to play a ball which is close when this action impacts on an opponent. And that seems to be the rule. All right, fair play. Yeah, that was offside. Fair play. I had no idea. Am I going to the Bayern game? Yes, I am going to the Bayern game. So I leave on Tuesday morning at, well, my train goes at 7 a.m. from London, and I'm getting a train to Belgium, and then I'm getting another train to Cologne, and then I'm going from Cologne to Munich. Here we go. Come on, Baltimore. That's it. We look like we have more quality up top, players that can actually link up with each other. I mean, it's refreshing seeing Baltimore, and they even Cuthbert, Thompson as well. I've enjoyed watching all three of them, to be fair. Here we go. What's her name? Well done, Beaver Jones. Good hold-up play, winning a foul. Kira Walsh as well has certainly been better in this second half. Yeah, she's been better. The whole midfield has been better. Surprise, surprise. We're actually looking better as a team because of one specific area. You take off. I mean, Charles, I don't think necessarily was terrible. But, you know, obviously, captain's come off. She deserved to go off. Guru Retin, she should have come off. That's fair. I mean, you could have said the same for Canaried as well, but Retin was less involved than her. So, yeah, I can totally understand that substitution by Bompasta. Right, Chelsea free kick coming in. Oh, Millie Bright was ready to get on the end, but Villa defending it and trying to get out. Carpenter into the middle now. It's with Macario, who's deep. Carpenter's in the middle in the midfield position. She's sort of on that left-hand side now. That wasn't Carpenter, that was Beaver Jones. And the shot goes way over by Macario. 20 minutes left. We are 71 minutes into this game. As it stands, I think Chelsea will probably end up getting a third goal. I'm totally with you, Neil. It's it's been much better, much more promising, much more entertaining. Just better football, really. Listen, being good on the eye isn't everything. I say this as well, but it's something that football fans appreciate. Football fans, you watch so many games, you don't want to be bored. You want to be entertained. And if your team is entertaining week in, week out, then I do think that it's, certainly a factor as to how you view everything, whether you're winning or not. I mean, the only justification you could ever have for not winning for winning football matches and being, that's it. Oh, almost there. Almost putting Villa under some pressure now. They just keep hoofing it up. And, we're much better in the defensive side, winning that ball up. And this is the thing, having the ball in the opposition half, is they then give you the ball back. This is what I want to see. Well done, ladies. Good job. What was I going to say? I can't even remember what I was talking about. I've lost track of what I was saying before. What was I saying before? Can someone remind me? Yes, Stephen, I'll be at United as well, mate. I will be at Manchester United. Looking forward to that. That's going to be good. I'm staying up there. I got an Airbnb right next to the stadium. Relive the memories. I don't have any memories, Kate. That's the problem. Maybe I'm too old. My memory's going already. Villa trying their best to stop Chelsea getting anything out of this, but this is where Villa had us in the first half, and we're doing it to them now. Here we go. Oh, slightly too heavy on that touch from pass from Macario. Free kick to Chelsea, though. How about this, Kate? £100 super chat and you can come. Sam Kerr getting ready to come on. Look at this. Canaried is off. Love it. She is back. That's what you like to see, huh? We've got a free kick in a dangerous position. Macario's behind it. Bompasta. Fucking what's the name? Baltimore. Baltimore is behind it as well. I would say this is probably a good angle for a right footer. Looks like Macario is there. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bompasta hit it as well. Hard to the keepers. Oh, no, Macario. Into the wall. And Villa just kick it straight out for a throw. Not very impressive by Salmon. They've made some changes now. Salmon is off after her poor touch, and somebody else is on. Not sure who. Is Salmon the one that scored the goal? Oh, fair. Jesus Christ. I've just come back to the comments. Yeah, that is nasty, Don. I'm not going to lie to you. That is nasty. That is nasty. Oh! Good effort. Who was that? That was Cuthbert. Yeah, good effort with her left foot. Tough to get that one on target, if I'm honest. She was sort of moving in the other direction. It was a nice ball in. In fairness, it would have been good to get that one on target, to be fair. God. Yes. Oh! Was that Macario? She had a good chance, left foot. Or was it Thompson? So fucking hard to see. Yeah, that was Macario. She's looked better in the second half as well, Macario. Like, again, she's an attacking midfielder. And you want a player like that to have a little bit of freedom to go out. And I felt like in the first half, she just wasn't really able to express herself. She has certainly improved and been much more influential in this second period. But again, when you have the support from the players behind you, you feel that confidence to go up and not have to worry necessarily about your positioning if you lose the ball, because Cuthbert can cover you, and you've got other players in there like Baltimore as well, who can give you a little bit of support. And we weren't getting that from our wingers in the first half. Come on. Villa have got it on the outside of our box. Why have you let her cut on our left side? Oh, my God, that should have been a goal. Oh, man. She did us. She did us there. That's number 9. Who was that? That was Macario. Terrible defending. Terrible. I mean, I'm guessing the girl is right-footed, so I guess you could say she showed her onto her left foot, but I'm sorry, you've got to block the shot. You've got to try and block the shot. She wasn't even in the conversation there. Yeah, Villa's still threatening, I'll be honest with you. Like, I can see Villa getting a goal. And they're running on that right-hand side with Grant. She's got loads of space to cross, and she does. Still in the box as it stands for Villa. I think the referee said a goal kick for Chelsea. Ball's gone out of play. Cross came in. It was sort of mishit off target. I thought they might recycle it again and whip another ball in, but the referee thinks otherwise. Terrible goal kick by Hannah Hampton. Villa have the ball again. Listen, Chelsea, let's take some control here. Macario laying it off. Beaver Jones, lots of space to operate in. Cut inside. You got Kerr there in the middle. Lays it off. Thompson. Oh. Looked like a shot. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't the best shot I've ever seen. But still a positive bit of play from Chelsea there. Do you know what? I don't have an issue with us trying to close games out. I really don't. But for me, it has to be black and white the way you want to play. I want a clear understanding of what we're trying to do. That's a great pass. Oh, that's a foul from Beaver Jones. Yeah, she was pulling on Villa defender's arm. Listen, we can close this one out. I do feel like we're giving it more of a go than we did against City, which is nice to see. Still inviting pressure at times, but much more direct with our passes, much more effective when we have the ball. Better in the middle of the park as well. Obviously, having players like Kerr in there as well, that gives you some firepower that players have to think about. Here we go. Cuthbert. That's it. Drive. Right, it's on that left-hand side with Macario. Beaver Jones making a run. Macario lays it off. Oh, shoot! Kerr! 1-2. Ah, fucking hell. The goalkeeper was right there and he went, I'll have it, you'll have it, I'll have it, you'll have it. Just have a shot, man. Have a shot. Oh, God. That should have been 3-1 Chelsea. It was a good bit of play. It was a great run by Beaver Jones. Honestly, I think that Kerr should have had a crack as well. I don't know why she didn't do it. It was a good pass by Beaver Jones to Kerr. She was in a position to score. Why is Kerr not shooting? I mean, Beaver Jones, I don't know. They both could have had a shot. Fair enough to both of them for being unselfish, I guess. Trying to help the team and all that. But your strikers, your first instinct should be to score. It should be your number one instinct. She has been out a long time. No, that's true. You know, you got to get back in the rhythm of playing. I understand that. That's a fair point. Ball's in for a corner. And again, it's out. It's out. Oh, another deflection. Who was it that had a shot this time? Was that that was Kira Walsh again? This time with their right foot. That would have been nice if she scored another one of them. Lovely away kit, isn't it, guys? I'm a big fan of the away kit this season. I think it's really nice. I wouldn't mind us going short in this corner. Thompson's in a lot of space. Ball's coming from Macario. It's short. Not a great corner, if I'm totally honest. Defended by Villa. We've got another opportunity. Let's see if we can get it on someone's head. Come on then, ball's in. Short. Thompson on the outside. Cut in. Kira Walsh have a crack. And again, oh, another deflection from a Villa player. Tell you what, Kira Walsh, keep doing that. You'll definitely get another goal because that is not easy for a keeper. There's so much going on in front. And the ball's constantly being deflected. It could go anywhere. Well done. Lovely passage of play. I think VAR needs to go if it's not being used fairly to every team in the game. I mean, I will say this, Unlimited Dreamer, which is that I think, that was going to go in as well. I do think it's a genuine mistake. I'm not here to just sympathize with referees and all that, but I didn't know it in the stadium. A lot of people didn't talk about it yesterday. This is something that's become, quite clear now. But hindsight's a great thing. It's like, oh, what should I have done in this scenario or that scenario? Like, you could have done all the different types of things. ultimately, at that moment, I don't think anyone really had any complaints. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you were sat there at the TV and you saw this before everyone else did, but I think it's a genuine error. But I think it's something that should be addressed, 100%. Like you're totally right in bringing it up. Great play by Baltimore as well. Lovely pass. Oh, come on, shoot, Walsh, shoot! Oh, off the post. That wasn't Walsh. That was Cuthbert. Jesus, man, off the crossbar instead, not the post, Alex. Oh, and she's on the ground now. She seems to be. Is she hurt? Oh, fuck. Oh yeah, she's been kneed in the stomach. That's gonna hurt. Oh, great effort though. She wasn't thinking about anything else apart from scoring. And actually, in fairness to Cuthbert, she forced a save from the keeper. It didn't just hit the post; it was on target. Good save by the keeper. Good effort. That would have been lovely. I mean, looking at this game now, if I'm honest, I mean, the first off, I said you could justify Aston Villa scoring at least 3 goals. In the second half, you could justify Chelsea scoring 3 goals. Yeah, it's been good. Man of the match, they have nominated Hannah Hampton as the player of the match today. She's made some crucial saves, especially in that first half. She was very key to what we're doing. Makara has come off as well for Jean Francois. Listen, I've been impressed with what I've seen from Hannah Hampton. Definitely a worthy nomination for player of the match. Trying to think if there's anyone else I'd put in the conversation. I think Cuthbert, when she's come on, she's been really good. Beaver Jones has been effective, but not involved enough to really have a conversation about player of the match. Baltimore's been good since she's come on. Kira Walsh has improved massively in the second half. She's obviously had more support, which she didn't have in the first half. Yeah, I think it's deserved. I think it's deserved for Hannah Hampton. I think it's absolutely deserved. So big up to her. Hats off. And we are 88 minutes in. Only a couple of minutes left in this WSL match. Listen, 100% record so far for Chelsea. If we can get this win against Villa, that means we have beaten Man City and Villa in the opening games. It is a good start. Is it a great start? I mean, listen, no clean sheets yet. We conceded an own goal against City. We've obviously conceded a pretty good goal today from Villa's perspective. It was a good goal. That is the next stage. We need to stop conceding and become a little bit more fluid in some of these matches. I'd like to see Chelsea just knocking it around with a little bit more confidence, but maybe that comes down to quality. I know a lot of you have said that, you know, we've got injuries at the moment. That is relevant. Here we go. Bright pings it to the right hand side to Thompson, but it looked like a Villa player was going to get there. It's gone for a throw in the end. And this is their chance, Villa. I mean, they've got 7 minutes to get something else out of this game. A decent period of time. And on that right-hand side, I see a lot of space. And a ball is going to come, and there's players in the box for Villa. Cross stopped by Millie Bright, who's now limping. I don't know what she's done, whether she's landed awkwardly or maybe pulled a muscle a little bit. Hopefully she'll be okay to continue. I wouldn't be surprised if Villa have at least one more opportunity on goal in this game. Cross comes in, blocked. Villa corner. Do I think that the Bayern game might be the beginning of our slump the way we're playing? No, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't. Honestly, I don't think that Bayern will be. I think we'll be pleasantly surprised by what we see against Bayern, whether that's the performance or the result. I think that we will be pleasantly surprised. And my reference would be the PSG game. Okay. Villa didn't score that. That's good. Yeah, I think that, listen, we play well against teams who come out and have a go. Chelsea are going to have a go. The thing is, when you've got teams that sit deep behind the ball and you have a certain way of playing where basically your philosophy is to have an extra man in midfield and then let players have the opportunity to have individual 1v1 battles or become isolated, especially on those wings. You are relying on players to have a moment of magic. You are relying on that. But then when you have teams that come up, you just have space to operate in. So it's not about beating a man, having a great dribble. All you do is make a run and you'll find a space. And we saw that with Gusto numerous times against PSG. So I would start Gusto against Bayern. And then I'd start Reece James against Man United because I think Gusto overlapping, that would be a really nice combination to see. Although I will say this, which is that, oh my God. Oh! What a goal. Who was that? 3-1 Chelsea. I didn't see who it was. There was so much going on. Who were they pan on the back? Was that Sam Kerr? Yes, it was. Well done. Great effort. Back again, another goal. She probably could have scored at the beginning when she come on. Beaver Jones, they kept passing to each other, didn't they? But very scrappy goal. The ball came in. Millie Bright tried to get the flick on. Villa stopped it going in. Goalkeeper all over the place. They didn't have control. And the ball came to Kerr. She flicked it in on that left-hand side where there was a bit of space. Nobody covering. Everybody was in the middle of the goal, all sort of bunched together. Needs to be better communication from a Villa perspective. But from Chelsea's side, what a lovely way to round it off with that third goal. And I think we can comfortably say now we've wrapped up the 3 points and it is 2 wins in a row. And the changes from Sonia Bompasta have made a really good impact. And they've been effective. They've been constructive. And it was what we were all thinking as well. We all thought Baltimore needed to come on. We all thought Cuthbert should come on. And we all knew that in terms of the midfield and the wingers, we weren't getting enough out of those positions. And that's been totally different in the second half. I will say as well, Alicia Thompson, when she's come on, I agree with, I think it was Neil said, we have, we've been very, very effective, in terms of pressing and recovering the ball in this second half. Oh, chance for Villa. Oof, just wide. Still having a crack. Fair play to them. They haven't given up. But yeah, Alicia Thompson's been very impressed with her work rate in this second half. Been good to see. And Baltimore, I think, has also made a good impact. And Cuthbert really deserved the goal, didn't she? She deserved to score. But it was a nice save from the keeper. You got to give credit where credit's due. And then obviously coming back to our keeper. Yes, change the score. Yep, I'll do that now. Right. Chelsea 3, there you go. Three out of the 5 goals with 2 own goals. Ladies are smashing it, aren't they? Absolutely smashing it. Yeah, Cuthbert wins a foul. Well played. Thompson on that right-hand side. Is there anything we can do in this final minute? Jean-Francois. I haven't really seen much of her, to be fair, but she's not been on the pitch for long. Just passing it around. That's it, Beaver Jones. Look at the space. Look at the space, man. Ah, oh, poor. Here we go. Carpenter driving. That's it, into the space. Showing support for Thompson. She gets past one. Ball's coming in. It's in. Defended by Villa. Corner. This should be the final play of the match. Chelsea corner. And then we can wrap it up. Let me know your man of the match in the comments. Do you agree with Hannah Hampton? I personally say I would. I think she's had a great game. Let me know what you think about that. And also let me know what you think about the game in general. Are you happy with the performance? What are you thinking for the rest of the WSL campaign? Are you feeling confident we'll pick up another league title, which we are the favourites to do? And anything else, let me know. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe to the channel. And let's finish on a high. Here we go. One more corner. Ball's coming in. It's up. She's on the outside again. Ah, good block by Villa. Fair play. And the referee blows the whistle. It is over. Chelsea 3. Aston Villa 1. Sam Kerr getting a goal on her return after a long spell out of play. She was on the bench against Man City, but she never came on. And listen, it's a pleasure to see her back in the conversation. It's an absolute pleasure. So listen, I've been impressed with the performance, especially the second half. I think in terms of attacking play, much better when Bompasta made the substitutions. But we still have a lot to improve on, don't we? If we play like that every week, there are teams that will punish us and score more goals in the first half. And then we'll have to really make a comeback. We didn't quite have that today. We went in, it was still 1-1. But yeah, listen, we're getting into the season. We're trying to get some rhythm. We've got injuries, and I'm hoping that it can get better. So listen, really appreciate everyone that's tuned in for the whole stream. Appreciate that kind comments, Neil, as well. And I will be back very shortly for a watch along for Strasbourg versus Le Havre. Don't even know if I pronounced that right, but I'll be doing a Strasbourg watch along. So hopefully you enjoy that. Really appreciate all of your time, guys. And we will catch up very soon. All the best.